Oh, y'all kind of far away. Hold on, let me zoom it in real quick. Hold on. I'm sipping on a non-alcoholic mojito because I do not have any wine and I am not leaving the house. It's so cold outside, I wouldn't even leave to go to my own funeral.
Almost made you love me, almost made you cry, almost made you happy, babe. Didn't I, you almost had me thinking you were turned around.
Once again, I'd like to announce that this video is sponsored by absolutely no one, meaning the spot is open. If you've got the coin, I've got the time. What's up, you guys? It's me, ToneClassic, and welcome back to my channel. The first thing I want to say is it's not even necessarily like on topic, but you know those black people that feel the need to list all their entire ethnic makeup in like their bio or in their name. Creole, Haitian, Russian. Like, girl, cut it. I'm black. Like, that's just it. Black. Like Jiffy cornbread. You know, we assume there's some other things mixed up in there in that box, but it's probably not safe for us to consume, so we don't put it on the label. Like, that kind of black. I was speaking with a friend of mine recently, and, you know, we were talking about the dating world, realm, whatever. I get so sick of talking about dating on this channel. I don't feel like I talk about it that often, but I just don't like talking about it at all because I feel like it's very overdone. You get what I'm saying? It's very overdone. It's like a burnt chicken breast. Like, ugh, no one wants to eat that shit anymore. Anyways, a friend of mine and I were talking about dating, and he was talking to me about his dating experiences. Now, he happens to be queer as well. I'm going to keep his identity anonymous because I don't know if he wants to be, you know, I don't know. But he basically was discussing how he feels like he cannot be himself fully while dating other men. And this is because of his size and stature. So he happens to be quite tall and statuesque, like myself. And he kind of always gets pitted into this mask role. You know, the girls be want somebody to pick them up and throw them across the room, which I'm sure he has no problem doing, but he probably wants to get picked up and thrown across the room too sometimes. And I just think it's so interesting how in the gay community, especially the black gay community, we have all these rules and roles and restrictions for what a man can and cannot be. Um, it's outdated. It's so outdated, y'all. Like, come on, like, girl, I've been to the year 3000. Not much has changed, but they lived underwater, okay? And they also were not misogynist and internally homophobic. So, can we just get with the program? I was speaking with a different friend of mine a few days ago. He asked me, would I date someone feminine or someone as like myself or something like that? And I said, hell yeah, I would. Like, why? And he was surprised. He was surprised that I said yes. And I said this in past videos, but I feel like if you truly love and admire everything about yourself, then you should be able to love and admire those same traits in someone else. I stand 10 toes down on that. I firmly believe that. I'm going to be transparent with you guys and talk about a situation that I personally went through, which is with a guy who shall remain nameless, that basically made a comment about me. A guy who I don't know. I guess I thought he liked me, or I don't know. I thought we were at least friends. I thought we had a mutual understanding. But when questioned about me and whether or not he liked me, now mind you, to me, I was put under the impression that he did like me, you know, from the things that he was saying and doing. But when he was asked about me and about how he felt about me by someone else, he responded by saying, "Oh, well, you know, Tone is cool and, you know, he's funny and or whatever, but he's like gay, you know, he's like really gay, he's like really feminine, da 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 da, and I'm just not into that." And I can't say that my feelings were hurt by that because, child, this is not my first day at the rodeo. But I guess what I was more thrown off by was the difference in how he acted to me, in speaking with me, and speaking about me when I'm not around. Because when you were in front of me, those attributes did not seem to be as much of a problem. But when questioned by someone, I was very shocked by that, and I feel like again it loops back into the discussion my friend and I were having, where he feels like he's not able to be himself in the dating world, and that kind of behavior is exactly why I'm gonna be myself. Period, regardless. I mean, what you see is what you get. I feel like when it comes to dating for me, I'm not famous by any standards, but, you know, I do have an online presence, and a lot of gentlemen my age that are just on social media or wherever have seen me. They've seen me online before. So there's not really too much for me to hide. There's not too much for me to tone down. Again, I felt like I do kind of move across the spectrum in terms of how I present, how I express myself, but both like polarities definitely exist, and I show both of them online. So I feel like when it comes time for me to meet people in person, there's not too much that you should be thrown off by. You get what I'm saying? And I just, when I heard that comment, it was a little bit, I don't know, I guess you could say it was a little bit, it stung a little bit. It did sting a little bit because it just feels like, dang, like I'm working so hard to continue accepting and loving and being myself just for someone to come in and say something like that. You get what I'm saying? And if I wasn't as secure in myself as I am, that really could have thrown me for an entire loop. And in terms of like my identity and reevaluating who I am and my confidence and how I show up in the world and what I wear, how I talk, how I walk, all those things. But it didn't, because that guy is kind of a clown, anyways. And again, at a base level, I thought that we were friends, but the thing I'm realizing is that I only want to be surrounded by people who are living loud and proud and out and in their truth as much as I am. That goes for friends. That goes for men, dating, whatever. Like, you guys know the DL thing is very played out. I'm all about abolish the DL. Like, abolish, like, girl, defund the DL, nigga. I'm all about that. But I'm also speaking to like a friend level. Like, I don't have time to be coming and dipping back into like your conservative, whatever you got going on, girl. Like, if you can't be out and proud and loud about it, then you don't need to be around me, because I'm not toning myself down and toning it down. I'm not doing none of that. Like, at my big age, I'm not doing any of that, because somebody's going to like it. And the first somebody that's most important on that list of somebodies is me. I like it. I like how I am. I like how I exist. It's taken me a long time to get here. And so when I have discussions with my friends, my queer friends, about how they feel like they can't be their full selves in the dating world and how they feel like they have to tone certain aspects about themselves down, it is very hurtful. And I just really want the community to catch up. I want the community to catch up. I want things to be different. I noticed that there is some progress and changes that have been made, but I still think we have a lot of work to do. Another area I think we have a lot of work to do is in the area of maintaining friendships. So there was this discussion on Twitter a couple months ago about having sex with your friends. Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there. This is like a big girl conversation. We don't usually have these here on the channel. I don't necessarily have an opinion on that discussion, which is why I didn't tweet in response to the thread. But what I do have an opinion on is being able to be friends with someone without forcing intimacy or being or you know what I'm saying? And I think that sometimes men have a problem with that. I think that sometimes men have a problem with just being friends. I look back at situations I've had with certain friends, and you know, situations where I've been hurt or where I've been wondering like, why are you such a bad friend? Like, why are you such a crappy friend? Like, and then I realized it's because you don't want to be just my friend. You like me more than a friend, and so you settling for just being my friend would never work for you, because you don't want to just be my friend. You don't know how to just be my friend. And I definitely have been on the other side of that, liking someone that is a friend of mine and them not liking me back. And I feel like for me, I'm able to compartmentalize those feelings so that we can still be friends. But one thing I've realized in my experiences is that a lot of other men are not able to do that. And I don't know that they necessarily should have to, but as I said earlier, I'm not sure if I said it in this video, but I think even if you did want to progress somewhere past friendship, like, friendship should be at the beginning, at the core, at the center of it all. Physical is cool. I'm not sitting on here, girl. I'm not like Mary Magdalene. Hold on. I feel like Mary Magdalene. Wasn't she? I don't know. I'm about to go back and read my Bible. I feel like she was like a little. The point I'm saying is I'm not a prude. I get that people have sex, okay? It is what it is, all right? But what I'm saying is, can we talk? Like, can we laugh? Can we laugh, till we pee on ourselves? Can we dance around in the living room to Luther Vandross? Can we drink wine? Do you want to play Connect 4? My mom got me the board game and I haven't unboxed it yet because I've been waiting to play with something. Can we do stuff like that too? I feel like nobody wants to do that kind of stuff anymore. When I scroll online and see these conversations about sex all the time, it makes me wonder, what other ways are you able to connect with people? Because I honestly do think that if you're able to connect in other ways, all that it's going to do is enhance the sexual connections. Again, I'm not saying that anyone is right or anything is right or wrong. I'm just kind of talking about my inner thoughts and where my mind goes where my mind goes when I'm looking at this kind of stuff online. There was a guy that I met on a dating app, and he was really cool. We just messaged on there, and then we ended up FaceTiming. We FaceTimed like a couple of days in a row, for a while actually. And he was cool. He was funny. And I actually really enjoyed speaking with him. And so it was one of those days, it was early in the morning, and we were texting. And I said, what are you doing? He said, I just got off of work because he worked overnight. So I said, well, do you want to have breakfast? Like, you should come over, I'll cook, da-da-da-da-da. I can't even believe I'm talking about this right now. But I'm talking about it because lived experiences make for group understanding, right? And I feel like it fits in with the discussion of this video. So I was like, we should hang out. I'll cook breakfast. We can watch TV or something like that or whatever. Sounds nice, right? He basically responded by saying that he did not want to come over to have breakfast with me because he did not feel as though he would be able to control himself. It's not as much of a reflection on him as it is on just the culture right now. I feel like that is very normal, and it's alarming that that is so normal, but I feel like that is something that is very common. I feel like a lot of men feel that way or act that way. Why? Why can you not control yourself? Thank you for the communication and being honest, but gross, kind of, And might I add that this gentleman was very cute, very attractive, all of that. But come on. I don't want to come over. I don't want to hang out with you. Mind you, we hadn't even got the chance to hang out yet. This would have been our first date or whatever. And you say no because you don't feel like you'd be able to control yourself. That was just, it came out of left field, really, because all of our conversations prior to that were very good and not sexual or too forward at all. And again, I want to emphasize to you all that, y'all, I'm not a prude, okay? People have sex, girl, I'm grown, all right? But I don't know, just from having conversations with my friends, from looking at a lot of things online and the conversations people are having, I do feel like a lot of people are yearning for these deeper connections. And, on that same notion, a lot of people don't know how to have those deeper connections and establish those deeper connections. And I just think it's becoming a bigger and bigger issue. I don't even know what I said in response, but I'm not upset at that man. I'm not upset at the gentleman who also made the comment about me being too feminine or whatever. I'm more so using those experiences as indicators to what's really going on. A lack of acceptance is going on, misogyny is going on, femphobia is going on, and I quite possibly want to say some hypersexualization is going on too. And that it is almost a little bit detrimental to the people who want to connect in other ways first. I hope y'all don't drag me for saying that, girl, because they try and drag you. Girl, they drag you for everything, but I hope that someone understands what I'm saying when I say that. It's food for thought. So let me know what you all think in the comments. I definitely want to discuss this. I want to hear what you all have to say. So this video is super long, but let me know what you all think in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'm going to roll the outro credits. You know what to do.
Can't keep on loving you, loving you. Can't keep on